The photographs show some of the dead. Hundreds of people gather to mourn the victims of landslides in the surrounding mountains. They were swept away, buried under thousands of tons of mud and rock. 4 children from the local school were among those killed. Balete Balcha lost 5 members of his family.
Their death was horrible and totally unexpected. We've seen a lot of people die, but this is especially tragic because it was so sudden.
These giant scars cutting through farmland and people's homes are being caused by unusually heavy rains. This is one of a number of landslides in this area that have killed dozens of people in recent weeks. Now, we've spoken to local officials. They say there are a number of people still missing, including a 10-year-old boy. They also say they're doing all they can to help, including the evacuation of villages on the surrounding hills.
80% of the topography of this area is susceptible to landslides, so we have been working on a soil and water conservation program for years. Landslides have happened before, but nothing as bad as this.
The central government says almost 500,000 people will be affected by floods and landslides across the country this year. Getting emergency aid to people in these isolated areas is difficult. In some areas, rocks and mud have blocked the roads. Meteorologists are blaming the high rainfall on this year's particularly strong El Niño, the weather phenomenon that starts over the Pacific Ocean and affects climate and rainfall all over the world. Experts say that in other areas of Ethiopia, El Niño has caused the worst drought in 50 years. More than 10 million people need aid in the drought-affected areas alone. Now thousands of others living on these beautiful but suddenly deadly mountain slopes need help too. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera, Kindo Dunai, southern Ethiopia.